Oh yeah. All right, what is up, guys? Alliance AVGT. Uh, like some intergalactic space dimensional travel type shit. So here's the reason why I'm making this video. I'm making this video just to get just cause like Nova was asking me. He was like, "Hey, bro, so I start off the fight right like this, and then he says he goes in like that, and he gets intercepted." Now the thing is that will happen sometimes. Okay, like it happens to the best of us. And when that does happen, it's because you're being overly aggressive at the very start of the fight. What you want to do is, usually if you're playing an aggressive champ, like Colossus is a bitch. Like, be honest, come on now. No one's afraid of fucking Colossus. Like, if you get hit by Colossus, it was probably because you wanted to be hit on fucking purpose. Like, come on now, it's Colossus. So anyway, this is going to be a pretty easy fight, but for someone who would be a little bit more aggressive, like let's say a Nightcrawler or a classic Ultron that you get from LOL exploration, that nigga is super aggressive for no reason. That's why he's so hard in Act 5. Now, another easy fight. See, I'm just going through. I'm gonna try to like do what he does. I might run out of units. I'm gonna try to do what he does though. Or like try to make it where like they try to kill you at the start. So let's see if that would probably be a bad idea against Iron Fist, but whatever. So let's see if I can get hit. I just wanted to show you guys what he was talking about. See, that's what he's talking about right there. When you go in and you dash and you get hit like that, that's because, as you saw, I was being overly aggressive. I mean, that was for a reason, but like in general, like generally speaking, of course. So what you want to do is to prevent that is at the very start you want to play a little bit passive if you're playing an aggressive champ. Like I said, if you're playing Colossus, you do not need to do that. You can be, I don't know, you can be balls to the walls aggressive. Damn, y'all niggas talking a lot. Okay, so now here's the other thing though. Oh shit, whoops. Forgot to evade on that. The thing is, when you do that, it should be an easy fight afterwards. Like it's probably not going to happen again. They're probably not going to go after you like that again. It'll usually only be at like the very start of the fight. After that though, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Because like if you get like a couple parries in like this, they'll basically play however you want them to for the remainder of the fight. Now there are a few exceptions to that, like Medusa. Medusa is very fucking annoying. She does not play how you want her to most of the time. Because, I don't know, they just made her a bitch. Same with Sentinel. Same with a few other people. Can't really think of them off the top of my head, but now here's the champ that pretty much a lot of people still struggle with, surprisingly. As you know, he's easier duped than unduped. So, this is gonna be a quick breeze on this dude. Like, he's finna get fucked up. See, all you do... well, I got hit. Well, shit. Like, hey, it happens sometimes. It does happen sometimes, okay? It just all depends on how he's feeling, I guess. Like I said, I usually call him a bitch, and then he just does what I want him to, because he's a bitch. Look, watch, bitch. Yeah, see? I'm telling you, bro, the bitchness works. Like, as soon as you call him a bitch, he's like, oh, I'm a bitch. Yeah, bro, you a bitch. Right. Fuck off my stage, nigga. So, now that he's in this shit, the fight's done pretty much. But I will probably have to use some items for this fucking guillotine coming up. And with magic, see, here's her thing. I feel like they have... So this is the infinite intercept that like everyone be talking about. You just keep them on the wall. It's better to intercept when they're on the wall versus when they're not on the wall, because when they're not on the wall, bullshit starts to happen, and as you know, when bullshit happens, you die. That's how it works. So, I mean, it's just a general like rule of thumb or whatever, you know. So don't let the bullshit happen. But here, let's see who else. Damn. Who? Punisher, a master of chip damage. At this point, remember when that nigga used to be trash? Like what happened? Like, oh my goodness. All right, so Magic is definitely one of your best bets to go with Punisher. And you just kind of fuck this nigga up. See, Punisher probably at the start. Oh, I could actually. Let's see if I can evade his L1. You gotta. It's a little bit difficult, but you have to evade with his animation. And I did not do it correctly. Like, I'm gonna get it. Like, I don't fight Punisher enough to try to practice and learn how to get it down, so it's whatever. I only really try to do it in Quest. Not AW. Do not try to evade his L1 in AW. If you do that shit, you're probably gonna get fucked. Cause like, that's what happens. Just the fuckery. Like that. See what I mean? He intercepted my intercept. Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. Get your ass in the corner and stay in the corner. I don't need you coming out the corner. It's timeout time, nigga. Like, the fuck? Oh, there here you go with this endured shit. Get on with that. You know it's crazy. You can't, like, bro. It'd be sucking when, like, you have to wait so long to kill this dude. And y'all typing a lot in Alliance chat, ain't you? Whew. Oh, and here's a fun tip about the Black Panther Civil War dude. If you keep breaking his armor over and over, like with Medusa, he won't be able to stun you. Like if you armor shatter him or get rid of his armor entirely to make it where he can't get armor again, or even nullify effects like Fate Seal or Ghost Rider's L3, anything that can like take away his armor ability, he will not auto stun you or whatever, or reverse stun, whatever this shit's called. He will not do it. Yeah, I found that out a little while back. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy, you know, cause like people always be putting them on them armor nodes, but if you have someone who can just counteract that, it's pretty much over. He won't do that shit. And usually to play safe, like even when I do have them power locked with magic, I'll still want to parry them sometimes. Because like I said, bullshit, it happens all the time. It's very annoying actually. The bullshit is very real. Very much. Like it just happens out of nowhere too. Like you just be going straight on fighting like for a good while, and then guess what? Bullshit. Like it's like, damn, where did that come? Yep, it came out of nowhere. It's usually how it happens. Now, even with Magic, now here's another thing. Magic and AW against Medusa, as a mini boss or main boss, she's actually very, very good. Like, I was actually kind of surprised when I put my own Magic up against that bitch, cause like, she kind of fucked her up. All you gotta do as a main boss, if she's main boss, you wait for her to get a ton of energy resistant buffs and physical resistant buffs. Now when you do that, you pop your L3 and Magic will deal bonus damage per buff nullified. So, I don't know, if she had like 12 or 15 buffs, she's gonna get fucked. Like, it's gonna be a lot of damage done. But, like, other than that, I like Star-Lord and Blade the most for Medusa as bosses. If you're talking about node specific, those options would change. Usually for 24, Guillotine is the best bet, obviously because of her reverse healing. If you can time the stuff right and can kill that bitch in like a minute or two, you might almost time out. They usually almost time out a little bit, but yeah, it's whatever. And here we go.